Before we get into this video, I should warn you, it does contain some discussion of assault and other like trigger topics. So if you feel like you might relate to some of this, maybe don't watch this video. This video might not be the one for you. It's a bunch of people confessing their biggest secrets, and some of them get pretty fucking real. It's not a fun video in some parts. It's fun in parts, but for the most part, it's kind of a sad video, to be honest, and I felt like it kind of warranted a warning in the front. So if you're sensitive to some of these topics, or you just kind of don't want to watch that, no hard feelings, skip this one, go check out another video, and maybe you'll enjoy that one a lot better. I do think it is important for some of the stuff to be discussed, so I don't want to not put out the video because of that, but I think it needs a little bit of a warning. So yeah, that being said, if you are so cool with it, enjoy the video. If not, I'll catch you in the next one, okay? Enjoy women confessing their biggest secrets. Today we are watching women confess their biggest secrets from Jubilee. From the opening clip of this seems like it might get pretty fucking depressing, so get your tissues. We've designed perception box questions for communities with common experiences aimed to broaden and deepen self-acceptance and self-understanding. This group of women was asked, have you carried a secret about yourself that you dreaded other people finding out? These are their answers. Hopefully this isn't just all like fucking horribly sad shit. Hopefully this gets funny, but I'm a little afraid by that girl crying in the opening. Hopefully some of these are like, I farted on my sister's pillow when I was 4. I gave my entire family pink eye because I thought it was funny to go and fart on all their pillows. My mom lost an eye, unfortunately. When she lost her eye, my parents fought and they separated, so turns out farts aren't always funny. You know, something like that. It could be something like that.
I'm sleeping with my best friend's ex.
Well, I mean, okay, that's depending on the situation. That's not that bad, depending.
If this is your secret and you'd like to claim it, you can step forward on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, she claimed it. Okay, let's see.
I think it's pretty self-explanatory. I don't really have anything else to share to it.
I don't know. You might have to go into deep detail here.
What do you want to share today?
Because I want to tell her and I just don't know how, so I figured might as well get in a video and show her.
So I figured might as well go on Jubilee. I know she's subscribed to Jubilee and she watches all their content. So eventually she will click on this and she'll see this video. So I figured that'd be a good way to tell her.
Sorry, Haley.
Sorry, Haley. I can't talk to you in person, but I'm fucking your ex-boyfriend. Yeah, I know you guys broke up. You guys were really close, and he is my brother, but I'm banging him. Oh shit, there's people there that relate to that and they come up too. But like I said, this doesn't, like, if you're in a big friend group, sometimes you might all just date each other. So like who the fuck knows?
So my last ex-boyfriend left me for another girl in my friend group, and then my current boyfriend right now was one of his friends. Talking things out, like, is the best form of anything.
See? I mean, I feel like that's exactly it. It could just be something simple as that. I feel like it also depends on your friendship, too.
I helped a loved one with a credit card fraud.
Oh, yikes. You you might not want to stand up for this one. This one I would maybe not stand up for, depending on I don't know how the statute of limitations work on credit card fraud, but yikes.
So, I was on Tinder one day, and I was just scrolling through, and I see this guy. We started talking, and he was just kind of joking around. I was like, what do you do for a living? He was like, I rob banks. I was like, cool. Do you need, like, an assistant? And he was like, yeah.
I rob banks, and I do credit card fraud, so you want to help me out? I can get you a lot of dough. I know we just met here on Tinder, but I could get you some scratch.
And I met up with him, and he was for real.
I got in the car and he was wearing a Mike Myers mask and handed me mine, and next thing you know, we were robbing the bank. It was kind of crazy, but really hot.
He was like, hey, help me and we'll make like $5,000 a day, blah, blah, blah. I was like sick with it. I'm trying to quit my job. I hate it there.
Sick with it, man. Robbing banks? I'm fucking sick with it.
Turns out he was a meth smoker.
Fuck, isn't that a shame?
And I was like, cool, you know, do your thing, whatever.
Yo, this is the most accepting girl ever. What do you do? I rob banks, I smoke meth, just dabble in credit card fraud, do all kinds of shit, honestly. And she's like, cool, you do your thing, help me get money. I'm quitting my job soon, too, so fuck.
and I ended up getting secondhand high off of it, and I didn't realize that that's what was going on.
You can get secondhand high from. I mean, I guess that makes sense, but I've never thought about that. He just keeps smoking meth and blowing it in my face, and I was like, "Holy fuck, I'm getting high. This is weird."
I was just like, oh, this guy's cool, you know, he's a rapper and he got a Tesla. Oddly enough, the way that I got out of it was he ghosted me.
This story keeps getting weirder and weirder. It's like she fucking met Willy Wonka. He meets someone as accepting as you, lets him smoke meth, rob banks, do all this shit, and then he's like, "Fuck, bitch is psycho. I'm out."
And his name is Donovan. And if you ever see him, tell him I said I better not catch him in the street.
Yeah, you go. You fucking snitch on that bank robber. If anybody relates to this, I swear to fucking God, there's no fucking way. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought.
I feel like I'm going to go to heaven when I die.
I mean, depending on where this leads, that's not a confession. Look, that even look, girl to the right over here is fucking laughing at her. Oh my God! And she was laughing, and the girl was right next to her. Now that's fucking funny.
Nervous. Oh no, I feel like I'm about to start crying. I was in a church for like 4 years.
Damn, that's a long time to be in one church. Fuck.
And I don't know. I felt like I was there, and I found a family, but it just felt like I was there for people. When I decided to leave, that was like the first thing that reminded me was that once I left the church, I left God. And when I leave God, that means I'm going to hell. And part of me kind of believes them. Like I don't deserve a spot in heaven because I don't do anything to build my place there, if that makes sense. Sorry.
If it makes you feel better, I haven't done shit to build my place in heaven too, so. Oh, yikes. Are these people are just coming up because they don't think they're going to go to heaven when they die? I mean, is this because you don't believe in heaven, or is this because is this sad? I can't tell. Is this sad, or is this just feel like, well, I don't believe in heaven. I'm not going to heaven, honestly, so, I mean, sure, I'll stand up.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey, girl.
I'm sorry.
No, nothing to be sorry for.
Yeah, wait, why is she saying sorry to them? They all don't think they're going to heaven. It's not like you made them not go to heaven unless you're like the devil or something. I also want to point out, the fucking girl that laughed at her also didn't believe she's going to heaven when she dies. So what the fuck was she laughing at earlier?
What helped me was thinking and knowing that there is something out there. There is a God, there is a heaven, or whatever you want to believe in, but nobody can tell you what it is. But, you know, you're not alone.
Thank you.
You know?
I'm in love with my best friend, but I don't want to risk losing our friendship.
Now that is a bit of an awkward one. No, they're like, I wrote that down on paper. I'm not fucking standing up for that, though. There's no way you can get me to stand up. Wouldn't we know by the end, unless multiple people don't claim their secret, wouldn't we know, like, oh, that one bitch, she never fucking stood up, so it was probably her.
The author has decided not to claim the secret, but if you would like them to know that they're not alone, you may step forward on 3, okay? 1, 2, 3.
This happened, I had met my friend in 7th grade, and I fell in love with him, and since I was a girl, and she was a girl, I didn't let her know, only to then get outed. My mom found out. My family found out. I remember walking past her and just not talking to her. I forgave her over time, but the funny thing is that she did end up dating another girl in college. So that's friendships for me.
Could just be she's not into you. But just because she's gay doesn't mean she has to date you. You know what I mean? Okay, that's not that shocking. I mean, maybe I'm fucking missing something here, but I don't know. Like if I wanted to date my best friend, and then he was like, nah, dude, nah, and then a month later dated a dude, I'd be like, oh, okay, I guess he didn't want my dick.
I've been married for 6 years, and I'm still a virgin.
Ooh, yikes, this is the one from the beginning, so prepare to cry.
I have been married to my husband for 6 years, and we
Well, I
6 years is kind of crazy. That's to the point where, like, both of you have probably figured now, we're never going to have sex. I will never experience sex with this person. And that's kind of crazy. I wonder why you guys got, like, I don't know. I want to know the full story. I guess I should probably just hit play.
well, I have never had sex. I have a very skewed view on sex. A lot of sexual abuse. I never had a healthy view of sex. I never got the chance. And then, through a little bit of therapy, because I am Christian, this whole time, there's this big view of, like, this big lie of, like, you need to save yourself for marriage.
I wondered if she was religious. I was wondering about that.
And then on your wedding night, like, that's it. And then I got married. And on my wedding night, like, that didn't happen. And I was, like, so ashamed. And my family, God bless them, but they, made comments of, like, because I want my kid's name to be Gracie. Like, when are we gonna see little Gracie around? Like, and so I have a lot of pressure. And my husband, most amazing dude in the world. He's been so patient. And, I feel guilty all the time. I feel guilty, and I'm like, man, he should be with someone else. Because I can't give him that. I hope I get there, because I want to have kids. So bad.
I mean, she could, only thing this is fucking horrible. The only thing I could say to this is she could have kids other ways. You could do, like, a test, like, surrogate. There's other ways. You don't need to have sex to have that. So maybe try a different option. Adoption. There's a lot of other ways that you could get around this, and then maybe one day that'll lead. If you're okay with that, maybe you could have sex with your husband. And I think he's waiting because he wants to do it with you, not just some random person.
It's like, how come everybody else gets to do this, but I can't? It's just not fair. That's it.
Okay, I'm confused on what they're standing up for now. They're standing up because they relate to this, but these people aren't all virgins, are they? I got a feeling it's the assault part, but I wish they would kind of clarify that.
Yeah, can we
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Gross.
Don't be sorry. It's what you're feeling, honestly.
Sex is not love. Love is something completely different. And if you didn't prove that today, I don't know what will.
Yeah, see, exactly. I think she proved her husband clearly loves her, and when she is ready, it'll be great for both of them.
So, I've been married for the past 6 years, and nobody in my family knows. I've never had sex with my partner.
Holy shit, she really did exactly relate to this. That's fucking nuts.
Our marriage is based out of friendship. And it's solely that. It means the world to you, right? My parents are gonna kill me. I decided to keep it a secret because it's easier to live without people telling you what's right and what's wrong.
Yes.
Sex, you can have it with anybody, but love, you only find one. And if people understood that connections come with mind, come with feelings, sex wouldn't be viewed as such a necessary thing to make a connection with someone. And if you never conceive it, believe best now he loves you more than what sex would have brought him.
Is it mind-blowing to anybody else? They were both 6 years married and haven't had sex with them? That just seems crazy. Not that they waited 6 years, but that they both were 6 years.
I would say you guys changed my life.
We love you.
Just knowing I'm not alone.
Not to go anything, I never understand that a little bit. Knowing other people experience the same shit as me never helps me, unfortunately. Like, if any of the hard things I've gone through, knowing other people are going through that, I'm kind of just like, well, it still fucking sucks. So cool, you do it too.
I once stayed in a relationship because my partner said that I was the reason she wasn't going to kill herself.
Oh my god, that's Jesus Christ. This happened to a friend of mine, and this is some scary shit. This is really, it's so scary.
When I was 14 and just starting high school, I was doing a lot of theater. Yeah, I had a little sparkling of a showmance. She disclosed that I was the only person keeping her from killing herself. And as a 14-year-old, like, you know, you don't know really what to do in that situation when you're handling things so heavy that you've just never dealt with before, and I completely destroyed my relationship with my family. Like, I just risked it all for this person. I felt the obligation to protect them and to care for them and to be their, you know, safety vest. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a feeling there's gonna be a lot of people relating to this one too.
My first boyfriend, I was 14, they were 17. And it was really hard because I felt that I was tied to them, you know? And being 14, I just thought, like, well, I have to stay with this person.
I kind of did the same thing, but I felt like I did it more out of pity. There was a saying that kind of like stuck with me for a long time, and it was the whole, you can lead a camel to water, but you can't force it to drink. You can only help someone so much, and then you have to walk away. You can't die because someone else is dying in front of you, you know?
Right.
So...
In middle school, I was bullied for being sexually assaulted, and rumors spread saying that I wanted it.
Jesus fucking Christ. I fucking hate people. What? Oh, it'd be so hard not to hurt someone. If I knew someone that, like, talked about someone like that, it would be extremely hard not to hurt them.
I was a little girl. I became... Whew, this is harder than I thought. Whew. I became entangled in a friendship that very shortly became very unhealthy quite fast. The whole relationship just ruined how I saw my body and just my interactions with people in general. When I got to middle school, I had a crush on this guy who was so cute. When you see somebody, you can see that they've shared a similar experience. I saw that in this boy, and he was like the first person who I like kind of confided to tell. I was like, oh my God, finally somebody who has this understanding. I feel like a breath of fresh air, like I can do this. And the next day, the whole school knew about what had happened to me in detail. And I was bullied really, really bad because the sexual assault happened by a woman, which was seen so differently of like she wanted it to happen because it wasn't a man, and my life just became ruined after that experience. And it was like, that was like the dark doom that like started my life kind of falling apart. But that whole experience really traumatized me. And
sorry, just fuck this guy. That's all I have to say. It's just fuck him. What the fuck?
Affects me to this day, and it's something that I continue kind of to go through.
So personally, I was physically abused by women, so I understand where you're coming from. I'm so sorry that, you know, it became like this big old thing in your life where it's like you felt like you couldn't escape it.
Thank you.
When I was 20, I got an abortion without telling my parents.
Yeah, so I'm 22 now. I had an abortion with my ex-boyfriend at the time. So I'm no longer with that partner, and I'm not gonna lie, he did say that afterwards, after he got me pregnant, he mostly saw me as a friend.
Ooh, yikes. What the fuck? I mean, I feel like something like chemically would almost happen to you where like, oh, I'm dating this girl, she's pregnant, no, I want her more. But that guy's like, actually, you're kind of a gross, fat, pregnant lady now, and now you're my friend. Once you have the baby, then you're probably just like a coworker.
Then a girlfriend, which is like such a dog thing to say, I don't know. Like, if you're watching this, oh, sorry, I might want to cut that.
Ooh. Ooh, I flipped you off. Ooh, he's a fucking scumbag. Flip him off.
I'm thankful to be living in California and to have access to the services despite having gone through the experiences of being heckled outside the Planned Parenthood.
Yeah, I mean, fucking here in Arizona, you can't do abortions anymore.
And the day after my abortion, I ended up going to the ER. I had to do an ultrasound that was an internal ultrasound, and my technician told me that it would have been easier to keep the baby than to have gone through with all that I was going through.
Oh, don't tell someone that. Don't fuck. Why would you? Even if that is true, if they fucking went through something horrible, don't tell them. You know, honestly, probably would have been better off having that baby. Because then they're like, oh, cool. I killed my baby for no fucking reason. Cool, thanks.
Which was really not what I needed to hear in that moment. Regardless, I was able to get through it, and I was able to patch up my relationship with my family. And more than anything else, they were sad that they couldn't have been there for me going through it all. I'm saying this now because I hope I can help someone else feel a little less alone, and that this is okay to go through. There's no shame in it.
It's kind of sad that one. She's like, all right, who's fucking no one? No one else relates to this? Okay, cool.
Thank you guys for being you.
Although honestly, what a bunch! I love that all these ladies are so supportive. They could have easily been like a bitch thrown in here, and it could have fucking put a wrench in the whole thing. Although maybe move the microphone over there so we could hear what they're saying. You know, you can't fucking hear shit going on over there. Although I bet after all, that probably feels so fucking good. Like getting all that off your chest, having some supportive girls there to talk to. Like, I bet that feels great now. I mean, probably will feel shitty again the next day, but you know, at that moment, I bet you feel pretty good. After everyone had left, one woman came back to share her experience. Oh God.
The secret was I was molested by a close family member, and I cannot forgive him. My dad was very abusive to my mom and to us, and it was the night before New Year's, and he had just gotten out of jail. It just didn't help the fact that we shared a room. So when he did what he did, it shattered my life entirely. It made me run away from my home several times because I was fearing every time he got out, released from jail, that he would do the same thing over and over again. And I feel so alone because I have half of my family blaming me for not saying anything. And I have another part of my family who are clueless and love him or just protect them. And it hurts me to this day knowing that I can't step into that house without being scared. I felt like I had to share this because if I didn't share it here, I would have never spoken up about it.
I just fucking hate this video. Has made me realize. I mean, I already knew I hated people, but fuck, people are so mean and dumb for no reason. Like, what her family? I feel so bad for her. Like, how could you defend? I don't know. All right, well, that was women confess their biggest secrets on Jubilee. That man, I thought that was gonna be a little sad, but I did not expect that video. I don't even know if I put this out, to be honest. It was just like, I almost feel bad making any jokes I did in the video, to be completely honest. All right, well, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe, and maybe comment down one of your biggest secrets down below. And if enough of you do, I'll comment down my secret. Oh, you can't handle my secret. It's a fucking banger secret, dude. But you gotta like and subscribe to figure it out.